Now allow me to introduce our next speaker, Mr. محمد ايوب, the founder of نحن, postgraduate studies in both history and psychology. He participated in a number of advocacy campaigns to protect the public domain and cultural heritage. Mr. Muhammad.
Hello everyone. First I would like to thank Nadine for, she invited me to practice my English language today, so thank you for that. I might need your help, she told me half of the audience are from Germany, so not the German one, I need who speak the Lebanese to help me, especially Tala, اسمها عليها. She's very fluent and fast. Of course, I wanted to, I made a presentation actually with maps, but then I read the sessions before me, they are all from university professors, researchers, so I said all what I will say, they will say it. So I changed it to the perception of an activist of what's happening in Lebanon. So I'll start with a story about myself. A few years ago, of course, I used to live in Beirut with my family, and a few years ago I wanted to live alone and I wanted to buy a house after hard working for many years. And I decided not to live in Beirut because of the pollution. There is air pollution, there is the temperature of the land, because of the cements, there is visual pollution, all kind of pollution. And even there is no even public space there. I will talk later about the public space. Yeah, there is no, in general, there is lack of gardens, most of the coasts are violated. So I decided to go above Beirut, in the mountain, but of course there is no public transportation, so this is also another challenge. So I need to find, the criteria was to find an area that is not far from Beirut, but with nature, especially that I love nature. So, and I found this village, it is 10 minutes far away from Beirut, it's perfect. And as you can see, I don't know, here, there is a forest, it's called Araya. This is the village, it's called Araya. And as you see, there is a valley, there is a green space. So this was perfect for me. I found a house directly facing the forest, and it's affordable. So I was really happy. And I called the owner and I said, I want to buy this house if it's for sale. He said, yes, it is for sale. And the price was good, and we were both happy. And then he asked me about my name. And I said, my name is Muhammad. He said, oh, sorry, we can't sell it to you. I said, oh, why? He said, because the mayor said we can't sell for people from another sector. Don't understand me wrong, from another sect. Don't understand me wrong, etc. Then I said, can I talk to the mayor? He said, yeah, sure. So I took the number and I called him. I told him, I wanted to buy this house, and he told me that there is a decision from you saying that I can't buy this house. And he said, no, it's not by me, it's by the municipal council. And don't understand us wrong. And this is just an example that we are witnessing in Lebanon. We know that different areas, even in Lebanon, we can't, even I'm Lebanese, I can't buy a house in Lebanon. And this is not because, maybe I don't believe in sects even, I didn't even choose my name. That was my grandfather, so that's why I wrote my But we didn't choose my sect. I was born, and in Lebanon, since I was born, directly they stamp on your registry ID to which sect you belong, whether you want or you don't want. And then this is not, and I will link it with housing, and this is not a small detail, because after they stamp it, then whatever you want to do, if you want to get married, if you want to get divorced, if there is inheritance, okay? If you want to work on the public states, if you want to be the president of Lebanon, you can't be, you have to be Maronite, for example. You can't be from other sects. And everything, even your personal status, is related to the religion they decide that you belong to. So that's why the whole dynamics between Lebanon, between the people, between each other, and the authority is based in which category they classify you. Here it comes to the housing. So you might think, there is no housing in Lebanon. No, there is. But it's just different. I will give you an example. This is Hayy Sulu. It is a suburb of Beirut. What happened actually, because there is, I heard before me talking about policy in Lebanon, housing policy. Sorry, there is no policy in Lebanon. This is, when you're saying this, I feel like we are in a regime that it's really like we are in a democratic state where we are citizens. No, we are not citizens. We don't exist as individuals. We are part of the sect, and all my rights is based on this. I have no rights outside the sect, so I don't exist as an individual. And the relation with the chief leader, it is the relation as what we call it in tribes. It is as the relation between the chief of tribes and the other member of the tribe, which is, I protect you, you give me loyalty, but in return, I give you protection and loots, right? So, ghanim, which is in Arabic ghanim. So this is how it was. And here it is the same. How does this happen? Also, my colleagues spoke about different, they were talking about the common land. There is something in Lebanon called common land, masha'at, we say common land. All over Lebanon. What happened is that because I give loyalty to the chief, I take the land and I build my house illegally. The police can't stop them because they are loyal. That's why they take protection. And that's why having illegal things give them, this is what's called loots, okay? But this is not for free. Because since it became a circle, because you are now illegal, you need always my protection. So I control you. That's explain why our chiefs never change. And that's why the revolution was by youth in 2019, who most of them left the country. But the people who are 40 and above, now they are part of this system. And they have no choice, because having a house is a need. Is a basic need. So if I will build it by violently if you didn't give it to me. But so the political party, you can do it. Take this land, take this land, take this land. So you are illegal, we control you, you are always loyal to us, we are always in control. So this is the dynamic. That's why it ended up with informal settlement. This is just an example. Hayy Sulu, Sabra, it's a Palestinian camp. And here to talk about Palestinian also, they don't have right for political reason also to own a house. Okay, so that's why they have to live in informal settlement, but in a very bad condition. I couldn't stand. Once I went as a tourist there. So I entered. I couldn't stand for 2 minutes because of the humidity. But those are living in our city. Even if we don't want them to be Lebanese, but those people with this with this deprivation, we are bringing violence. Okay? So this is Sabra, this is Shatila. So anyway, you will find a lot of informal settlement. Uzeri, for example, okay, it was continuous for Ramlet al-Bayda, the only public beach in Lebanon, in Beirut, sorry, and become also for political, part of it political. They invited the people, go and build, and then you have a huge informal settlement now with a bad condition, besides the sea, salt always destroying their houses. It costs them a lot of renovation, and they can do nothing. So to end up this part, to say, so So that's why, no, there is nothing called political will in Lebanon. We are not a place where there is a regime or there is a system that we are citizens. We are part of sects, and those sects, there is no vision for anything, not for water. I'm sure this electricity now, it's based in private generator. They bought a generator to be able to talk to each other. There's no vision for water. There's no vision for generator, for any kind of public services. Okay? All of it. So there is no public. So that's why it's. And those people, they don't have a vision. All what they care about is to control. And even the example my colleagues gave. Why do you think this happened? Because there was a will? No, because it was international fund. Right? When you spoke, there was international fund. Do you know why these laws? Not because there is a policy, because there was a condition to give you fund. I do what you want to give me fund, and this is what we are witnessing now in the anti-corruption policies and law. So, everybody talk about national level. Let me talk about local level now. Fast, I will make it fast. I will, just to know the context of Lebanon, what is the responsibility of the municipality? I hope it's translated, otherwise I will translate it. Is there a voice here?
البلدية تأمين مساكن شعبية لذوي الدخل المحدود.
So, the responsibility of the municipality. I'm showing it by image. So housing,
شعبية، ساحات عامة، وتأمين شاطئ عام آمن ونظيف.
Okay.
إنشاء مستشفيات.
So,
مدخلة البلدية.
I will stop it because it's not translated. But what I wanted to say here is that the law, the Lebanese law, gave the municipality. We are talking about the ministry, but the municipality can by law. I'm talking by law. They can make organized settlements. Okay, for people who need that. But so the law gave them, and they gave a huge responsibility for municipalities. They said everything, كلمة هو منفعة عامة بالعربي. Everything about everything considered as public good, then it is the municipality role. So which means they can do nothing. But municipality, we are talking about decentralized power. The people who are in control, the chief of the sects, they don't want to share. Decentralization means sharing power. So what they did is that they created municipality with no criteria in Lebanon. Okay, one criteria is to be a village. There is no financial criteria, economic criteria, environment. So we end up by more than 1,000 municipalities in Lebanon. And you know why? Because, okay, they made municipalities, this is what the international community wants, but then we make it dysfunctional through creating a lot of municipalities, more than 1,000, even if they are not able to live. So if you have $1 billion, for example, and you need to distribute it, then each municipality will take a small piece, then they can do, so we end up, no employees, no ability to plan, no research, no, their money is almost twins for maintenance, etc. So at the end, the municipality became like us. They go to the chief to give them loyalty in order to help them to serve their citizens. The only one municipality in Lebanon who has money, it is Beirut municipality, who has money. They used to have, you collect now, we are talking about more than between 40 to $60 million, so they could do a lot. That's why they took the execution power from Beirut municipality and they gave it to the governor, who was an employee. And they said, this is for the Rome Orthodox sect. Let's vote, let's be democratic. Do you want this stuff? So they give it, this execution power, they give it to the governor, who should be Rome Orthodox, from the sect's Rome Orthodox. Because they said the Rome Orthodox, they don't have a power, a position in the system, so we have to create some. So now so that's why, since that time, Beirut municipality are not able to do anything because there's always fight between the Rome Orthodox and the municipality, which is Sunnah. So they're all fighting. And you can't do something before doing something for the Rome Orthodox. Everything has to be half-half. And now, me as an activist, if I said this is wrong, it has to be one body. Oh, you are against Rome Orthodox. This is how the system is functioning in Lebanon. So I will jump to the public spaces because this is in the title. Okay. That's why most of our institutions are dysfunctional. It's not functioning. So look to this. This is the only park in Beirut. We have, sorry, I wanted to show the image of Beirut, but I forgot, it's fine. You will find only one green space in Beirut. It's the only public park in Beirut, okay? And look at it. It's a comic in Arabic, sorry, but it's a lot of violation. It used to be 1,200,000 meters square. Now it's only 300 meters square because a lot of violation. Mosques, police, okay? The army, cemeteries, hospital, Egyptian hospital. I had to fight the Egyptian embassy in Lebanon because I'm telling you, you are building on our only park. I'm not going to, it's the video? Okay, I'm not going to Egypt anymore anyway. So this is the only green space. And look to the sea. Video.
مثل حياة المواطن اللبناني له حق ينزل على البحر بس بده وبلا ما يدفع قررت نهار الأحد تنزل على البحر. نزلت على أول بحر بس
This is the situation of our beach. This is Beirut example. And this is real names.
كمان صار مطعم، صار اوتيل، ما فيها تفوت، كمان ما فيها تسبح، صار كافيه؟ لازم تدفع، كمان لازم تدفع، مطعم، كافيه، 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 صار اوتيل، وهيدا مشروع اوتيل. مثل كذا مواطن لبناني العيال خلص نهارها ومشروعها ما زبط، من هيك منطالب بلدية بيروت بإزالة كل التعديات، منطالبها كمان.
So this is the result if you don't have money. This is the map of Beirut with all occupation. You can find it online. In our website, we mapped all the violation for the whole coast. You can find it with the names of the illegal owners. Okay. And you can find a lot of names. But what I want to say, the last thing I will end with it, you saw the only park in Beirut. This park was in the middle of Beirut, and it was a green line, we call it, because it was between Muslim and Christian, the civil war. At that time, the trend was Muslim and Christian. So they kept it because they wanted as a border. Okay? And then, of course, the new trend is Sunnah Shia, it depends. So it depends. But this was for us, as Nahnu was the best example to fight to open it. That's why they think we are environmental, because we tried to open the park to Beirut. After 5 years, and this is the recommendation, since there's no politics, after 5 years of fighting to open a park, can you imagine? Open a park in Germany, I mean, fighting to open a park. So. After 5 years of fighting to open park, we succeed. But you know why it was hard? Because it's not opening a park. It was breaking a taboo. Because the park and public space was for us bringing people together. This is the role of public space. Unite the people. When we opened this, the Palestinian camp there met the Lebanese. The Sunnah met the Shia, and the Christian met the Muslim. Of course, there is a lot to be done yet, but this was the goal, was bringing the taboo. And when we were advocating for that, they were telling us, this will not happen, this is impossible. And we did what's impossible. But why this happened? This is what I want to say, end up with. I think it's not about political will. We will not have political will unless the international community decided this is what happened. What we are lacking in Lebanon is our will, the people will. The people has to choose. Do they wanna live in the tribe system, or they wanna become a citizen with rights. Like when we are talking about rights, here there's nothing called rights. This is not applicable. Housing, not applicable. Sorry, we need to decide, because at the end we elect them. So we need to decide. Yeah, خلصت. It is the decision. It is the social who has to decide. And this movement that we did was just an example on how we can give a model of bringing back or building our regime or our system in a different manner. Thank you.